So as you said, as we went through our scrimmaging time, okay, and this was when, for me, this is when I felt I arrived. Okay, this was like our second or third day of training camp, and I remember two things happened. One, I made a post move, okay, and it was I basically came across and I did a drop step, and Cap was guarding me, and so I did a spin drop step, and I wound up getting a layup, Coop. A layup 2 feet from the basket, all right? But I scored, and Kareem was right by me. And so I felt like I scored on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I scored on Cap, I scored on Cap, I scored on Cap. Now, of course, all that's on the internal. No one knew what I was really thinking.
CLNS History is brought to you by FanDuel, the exclusive wagering partner of the CLNS Media Network.
That's the first one. The second one, it happened during our 5-on-5, and I remember the ball swung around. Now, of course, I'm on the second team, the second unit, because I could barely get on the court at the time because I'm a rookie. So I'm like, okay, pay your dues. And so we're playing you guys now at this time. And so, coach, the ball comes to me on the left wing, and I'm like, catch with 17 feet. I remember, like yesterday, pump fake. And Kurt Superman was guarding me. So for whatever the reason, he went for my pump fake. And so woohoo, the birdie went flying. All right. So he went flying, and I'm like, I'm like, been here, done that. All right. This is my college patented move. All right. 17 feet from the basket, pump fake, defender flies. There goes Rambo. Now, all right, I'm going now to the basket. And I remember I went up. All right, two steps. I got to my two-step plant, all right? So I'm going off one leg, and I'm going up. And I remember James comes up toward my left. And so I can see James. And so I go up, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this is before the floater really came in. I was like, okay, I'm going to try and just float this one in there. And then as I'm going in, I'm like, oh, I got to go. I got to get there. I got to reach there. Here comes Cap. All right, now obviously we already know how big Cap is, so I'm like, oh shoot. So already now you know how it is. In midair, you got a split second. So by this time, when I saw Cap even timing his jump, I'm like, I'm going to dunk the ball. And so I knew I was away from James, and I knew I had the angle on Cap. And so I'm about ready, oh snap. I know I'm gonna be in the starting 5 after this dunk. I'm like, this is it. Oh yeah, I got 2 dunk on both of them. Yes, it's gonna be so cool. And I go, and I left, my arm goes all the way back. It's all the way back in New York. And I'm coming from way back there. And and next thing you know, man, I'm serious. From James is about right here. And the ball, I'm bringing it. James is here. Cap is about right here. And so as I'm coming just now over out of nowhere, didn't even know where, but unfortunately, this dude knew how to time stuff. Here comes that Michael Cooper, last hand.
Oh, payback, baby.
It comes right here, and let me tell you something. It was boom with the ball, body, ground. That's all I remember.
I love it. Okay, you know what? I'm a senior citizen now, so my memory comes and goes. But I'm glad you brought that to my memory, because now I don't feel bad about you blocking my shot. I got you back.
Sign up at FanDuel.com/Boston and get in on the action with $200 in bonus bets, guaranteed, when you place your first $5 bet.